So in this video, we are going to learn how to automatically transcribe Google Drive files using Salad Transcription API and save in Google Docs. So we are going to set up an automation using which just by uploading the audio or the video files in your Google Drive folder, you can automatically send that same file to Salad Transcription API, and using Salad, you can basically transcribe those files as well which we are uploading. And after getting the transcription text from Salad API, we are going to automatically add that same text into a document in Google Docs and create a new document with the transcription text and file details as well. Now, if you want to learn how you can completely automate this process of file transcription using Google Drive, Salad API and Google Docs, for that you just have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is the folder in my Google Drive. And in this specific folder, I'm uploading the audio or the video files which I want to transcribe and add the transcription in Google Docs. Now I want that whenever a new file will be uploaded over here, I want to send the same file to Salad, and using Salad Transcription API, we want to transcribe that audio and video file. And after getting the transcription of that audio and the video file, we want to add the same transcription text with the file details like the file name and file URL into a Google Doc. And we want to create a new document for each and every file's transcription in our Google Docs account over here. Now to do this, what we have to do, we have to connect all of these applications. We have to connect Google Drive with Salad and with Google Docs as well. And to do this, we are going to use an automation and integration platform called Pabbly Connect. Now to access Pabbly Connect, just go to your browser and search for pabbly.com/connect. And here you can see we have reached to Pabbly Connect's landing page. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up free. Now, if you're new to Pabbly, by clicking on this sign up free button, you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you're an existing Pabbly user, just click on sign in. After signing in, we will reach to this all apps page of Pabbly. And here we just have to click on access now below Pabbly Connect. After clicking on access now, we will reach to Pabbly Connect's dashboard over here. And after coming to this dashboard, we have to create an automation workflow. Click on this create workflow button and give this workflow a name. Let's say I'll name it as Google Drive to Salad API to Google Docs. You can basically give any other name of your choice. I'm giving this particular name over here. Then after that, just select the folder of your Pabbly Connect account in which you want to set up this automation and click on create. Now, as you click on create here, you can see the automation workflow will open in front of us. And in this workflow, you can see two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on. Where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with the trigger window. Now the idea here is, first, we have to connect our Google Drive account, this folder in Google Drive with Pabbly Connect in the trigger step. So that whenever a new file will be uploaded in this specific folder in Google Drive, automatically the same file will be received inside our Pabbly Connect automation workflow. And using this automation, automatically we are going to send the same file for transcription to Salad Transcription API. Now to do this, what we have to do here in the trigger step, search for Google Drive over here. Just select it. After selecting Google Drive in trigger event from the drop down, select the trigger event as new file in specific folder. Now we want to get a new file from a specific folder in Google Drive. That's why we are selecting this particular trigger event. After selecting this trigger event, just click on connect and select add new connection. Now here we have to connect our Google Drive account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this sign in with Google button. Then after that, here from this pop-up window, select your Google Drive account in which you are uploading the file, then just scroll down and click on continue. And as we click on continue, we will see our Google Drive account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. And after making the connection, it is asking us folder or subfolder. So here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the folders and subfolders which you have created in your Google Drive account. Out of all of this, new files from which particular folder or subfolder we want to receive inside Pabbly Connect. We have to select that. So I have created this folder named as files for transcription. And in this particular folder, I will be uploading all the audio or the video files which I want to transcribe and add the transcription in the document in Google Docs using this automation. So I want to get the new files from this folder named as files for transcription. So from this drop down, we are going to select that particular folder over here. After selecting the folder, when we will click on this save and send test request, the details of the last file, the most recent file which will be added in this folder will be received inside Pabbly Connect. So right now in my Google Drive folder, in this particular folder, I have only one file named as demo audio. So as we click on this save and send test request button in our Pabbly Connect workflow, we will see within few seconds we have received the response, and in this response we will get the details of this exact same file over here. So here you can see we have the link of the same file. Then after that we will scroll down further. Then we have some other details like we have the file name and all the other details as well. So in this way you can see the details of the file of a new file from our Google Drive folder is received inside Pabbly Connect in the trigger step. Now after this what we want to do, we want to send this same file to Salad API. But right now the file which we have uploaded in Google Drive, this file, the share permission of this file is private to only me. So what we have to do, using the same automation, first we have to change the share permission of this file as well. And for that we will scroll down, come to this action step, and here in choose app we will search for Google Drive once again. Just select it. After selecting Google Drive, in action event from the drop down, select the action event as share a file with anyone. Then just click on connect, and because we have connected our Google Drive account with Pabbly Connect in the previous step, we don't have to make a new connection. You can select the existing connection and click on save. And as we click on save, here you can see our Google Drive account once again will get connected with Pabbly Connect in the action step. After making the connection, it is asking us file ID. So here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the files which we have in our Google Drive account. Out of all of this, the share permission of which particular file we want to change over here. So we want to change the share permission of the file which we have received in the trigger step. And here in trigger step response with all the details, we have also received the details of the file ID. So we will just scroll down to these responses and we will search for the unique response of file ID over here. Let's search for it, and here it is, the file ID. So this is the unique file ID of the file which we have uploaded in Google Drive, whose response we have captured in Pabbly Connect. Now what we have to do, we are going to add this response of file ID. We have to send this response of file ID to this Google Drive's share a file with anyone, this action step. So here from this drop down, what we have to do, we don't have to select a specific file. Every time we are going to upload a new file in Google Drive, and that new file's detail will be received inside Pabbly Connect in the trigger step. So every time this automation will run, we have to change the share permission of a new file. So this means this file ID will be dynamic. And to make it dynamic, we just have to turn this mapping button on and clear the default response over here. And from the drop down, here you can see a list of all the responses which we have received in the previous step, in the trigger step of Google Drive, where we have received the details of a new file. Out of all of these responses, we will just search for the response of ID and we are going to map it. In this way, whatever file we are going to upload in Google Drive, the same file's detail will be received inside Pabbly Connect in the trigger step. And we are going to send the same file's ID in the action step or share a file with anyone and change the share permission of this file. Now after mapping the file ID, just click on save and send test request. And as we click on save and send test request, here you can see the response is received. And here you can see in this response, we have successfully changed the share permission of this file. And now the share permission is anyone with the link over here. This means the step 2 of setting up this automation is also completed. We have successfully changed the share permission of this file in our Google Drive folder. Now after this, let's move to the next step where we are going to send this same file for transcription to Salad Transcription API. For that, just click on this Add Action Step button and then here in Choose App, search for Salad Transcription API. After selecting this, in Action Event from the drop-down, select the action event as Create AI Transcription. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here we have to connect our Salad Transcription API account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the API key of our Salad account and the organization name. Now you must be thinking how you can get this API key and organization name. So to get it, just go to your Salad account, and after coming here, after creating your organization, from the left sidebar, go to this API access section. From here, you can see this API key of your Salad API account. Just copy the API key from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. After pasting the API key, go back to the Salad account, and here under your organizations, you can see a list of all the organizations which you have created. Right now in my account, I have only one organization named as demo.org. So I will just copy the organization name from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. And after pasting the organization name and API key, just click on save. And as we click on save, here you can see our Salad Transcription API account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the direct public URL of audio or video. So we have to basically enter the publicly accessible URL, the link of the file which we want to transcribe using Salad API. So we have received the link of the file from Google Drive's trigger step. So here in trigger step responses, in the initial response, you can see we have received this file link, web content link over here, which is export is equal to download. So this is the file link, and in the next action step using Google Drive share a file with anyone, we have changed the share permission of this file as well, which means using this particular link, we can send the file which we have uploaded on Google Drive to Salad API for transcription. So what we have to do, once again, we will use the process of mapping. From the trigger step responses of Google Drive, we are going to map this response of web content link to this Salad Transcription API action step. And the process of mapping stays the same. Just click on this field, and here in the drop down, you can see a list of all the responses from previous two steps. Out of all of this, from the first step of new file in specific folder, select this response of web content link, which is export is equal to download, and it will be mapped over here. In this way, whatever file link we are going to receive from Google Drive, we are going to send the same file link after changing the share permission to Salad Transcription API. Then it is asking us for the language code. So by default, the language of all my audios and videos is English. So that's why I'm entering English over here. Then it is asking us word level timestamp. That do we want to receive a word level timestamp for the transcription which we are creating using Salad API. So right now, I don't want to get the word level timestamp. So I'm selecting false over here. Then it is asking us some other option, that sentence level timestamp. So we don't want to receive the sentence level timestamp as well. So I'm selecting false. If you want to receive the sentence level timestamp, you can select true over here. Then it is asking us diarization. So if you are having multiple speakers in the audio or the video and you want a transcription on the basis of that which speaker said that which particular word or sentence. If you want the transcription in that way, it is called diarization. And if you want the transcription in that way, you can select it as true. Right now, the audio file which I'm using, in this audio file, the transcription is done. Basically, the speaker is only one person. So I'm selecting diarization as false. But if you want, you can select true over here. Then it is asking us for the SRT. So if you want to use this transcription to add the captions or subtitles, in that case, you might need the SRT format or transcription. If you want to receive the text or the transcription in SRT format, you can select true, or else you can select false. So I don't want to get the SRT format over here right now, so I'm selecting false over here. Then it is asking us for the webhook URL. Now here we have two options. Either what we can do, we can basically enter a webhook URL over here. So you can create another Pabbly Connect automation workflow, and in the trigger step of that workflow, you can select webhook by Pabbly. And using that webhook URL, you can add that same webhook URL over here. And once the Salad Transcription API has successfully transcribed this file which we are sending right now, it will automatically send the transcription data to that webhook URL. This is the first option. Or the second option that we have is we are going to add a delay of some time in this same automation workflow. If you do not want to create a second automation workflow, you can add the time delay, some times of delay, some minutes of delay in the same automation workflow, and then you can retrieve the transcription in the same automation, and then using the same workflow, you can add the transcription text in Google Docs. So we have two different methods. If you want to set up or know the two different methods in detail, we have already created a dedicated video on how this Salad Transcription API is actually used inside Pabbly Connect. You can refer to that video and know this method. Right now in this video, I'm going to just create one automation workflow, and we are going to use the delay method for now. So that's why we are not going to enter the webhook URL. But if you want to automatically send the transcription text to some other workflow once the transcription is done, then you can just add the webhook URL of that workflow over here. Right now, we are just going to keep it blank. And if you want, you can add any personalized job ID for this transcription as well. I don't want to add any personalized job ID. I want to use the default job ID generated by Salad Transcription API. So we can just ignore these two fields for now as well. Then after that, we will just scroll down and click on Save and Send Test Request button. Now, when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we are going to receive some response, and the response is received. And in this response, you can see we have successfully sent this same file, the file which we have uploaded in our Google Drive. This file is now sent to Salad Transcription API for transcription. And the status of this transcription is pending right now. This means Salad API has started transcribing this file, but it is not completed yet. Now, as I told you that after this step, we are going to add some time of delay over here. We are going to add some delay over here because we want to allow Salad Transcription API some time to transcribe the file which we are uploading in Google Drive. So what we are going to do, we are going to add a delay. And to add a delay, we will just scroll down, click on this Add Action Step button over here. And then here in Choose App, we will search for delay over here. Just select Delay by Pabbly. After selecting Delay by Pabbly in Action Event from the drop-down, select the action event as Add Time Delay and then just click on Connect. After clicking on Connect, it is asking us how much delay you want to put in workflow. And in this drop-down, we have two options, Delay For and Delay Until. Now, because we want to add a delay for few minutes or few hours in this automation, we are going to select Delay For over here. In delay units, you can select any unit of your choice. It completely depends upon the type of the file or the size of the files which you are uploading in Google Drive. If you are uploading larger files or larger videos or movies in your Google Drive account and using this automation, if you want to transcribe movies and add the transcription in Google Docs, in that case, it might take some time up to an hour for transcription. So if you want, in that case, you can add a delay for hours as well. But right now, because I'm just using this example over here, I'm just setting up this automation and I'm using small files over here. So these files, these audio files are hardly of 20 seconds. So it will be just minutes or seconds over here to transcribe this file. So the Salad API is only going to take some minutes. So I'm going to add the delay unit as minute. And a delay value, let's say I'm going to add 5 over here. So I'm just adding a delay of 5 minutes. You can change this delay time as per your choice, as per your files which you are transcribing using Salad API. And after adding this delay, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received the response. And this response shows that this automation workflow will be delayed for 5 minutes at this step. And after 5 minutes, this automation workflow will be continued further. Now after sending the file for transcription and after waiting for a fixed amount of time after adding this delay, what we want to do, we want to retrieve this transcription as well. So 5 minutes of time is enough for the small files to transcribe by Salad API. So we will just click on this Add Action Step button over here, and to retrieve the transcription data, once again we'll just search for Salad Transcription API. After that, in Action Event from the drop-down, this time we are going to select the action event as Get AI Transcription by Job ID. Then just click on Connect. And because we have connected our Salad Transcription API account with Pabbly Connect in the previous step, we don't have to make a new connection. You can select the existing connection and click on Save. And as you click on Save, here you can see the Salad Transcription API account gets connected with Pabbly Connect. And this time it is only asking us for the job ID. So after using this Create AI Transcription, after sending the file for transcription to Salad API, we have received a response, and in this response, we have received this unique job ID of this transcription. So from this response, we are going to map the response of same job ID to this Get AI Transcription by Job ID action step. Just click on this field. In this drop-down, you can see a list of all the responses from previous 4 steps. So from the drop-down, from Salad Transcription API responses, select the response of job ID and map it. And after mapping the job ID, just click on Save and Send Test Request. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we have received the response. And in this response, you can see the exact same job ID. You can see the same file ID which we have given to Salad API for transcription. We'll scroll down. Here you can see the same language code. We'll scroll down further and you can see the output text. In output text, here you can see we have the transcription of the same audio file which we have uploaded in Google Drive. This means the automation workflow till now is working perfectly fine. And using Salad API, we have successfully transcribed the new files from our Google Drive folder over here. And we have received the transcription text. Now after transcribing this file, what we want to do? We want to add the same transcription and some other details of the file like the file link and file name in Google Docs. And here in my Google Docs account, I have created this template document as well. So this is just a template of the document. In this template document, we are going to enter the name of the file which we have uploaded in Google Drive. We are going to add the file link and the transcription text from Salad Transcription. And using this template, we are going to generate new document with the transcription text received from Salad API. Now to add this transcription in Google Docs, we will just scroll down and click on this Add Action Step button for one last time. And then here in Choose App, search for Google Docs. Just select it. After selecting Google Docs, in Action Event from the drop-down, select the action event as Create Document from Template because we have already created a template over here. We just want to enter some details and create a new document out of it. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here we have to connect our Google Docs account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, click on this Sign in with Google button. Here in the pop-up window, select your Google Docs account, then just scroll down and click on Continue. And as you click on Continue, we will see our Google Docs account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the template document. So in this drop-down, you can see a list of all the documents which you have created in your Google Docs account. Out of all of this, which document we want to use as a template to generate the new document with the transcription text? We have to select it. So the name of the template document which I have created over here, this is just a simple template and the name of this document is transcription template. So from this drop down, I'm going to select the same template document over here. Then it is asking us new document's name. That what will be the name of the new document which we are generating by adding the transcription text. So let's say I want to add the new document name as, for example, transcription. Transcription document of, and then I want to add the name of the file over here. So in Google Drive, we have uploaded the file. Whatever file name we are going to have over here, I want to add the same file name to the document's name as well. Transcription document of, and then I want to add the file name. So we have received the file name from Google Drive in trigger step responses. So here from trigger responses, select the name, select the title of the file and map it. Then it is asking us new document location. That the new document which we are going to generate, it will be stored in the Google Drive of the same Google Docs account which we have connected. But even in Google Drive, on which particular folder we want to save this document. So here in Google Drive itself, I have created one folder for files of transcription where I'm going to add the files. But I have created another folder named as transcribed document. In this folder, I want to basically add the document with the transcription text. So here from this drop down, we are going to select that same folder in which we want to save the documents. Now after that, here in this template, you can see I have added three different variables, three different type of things or text I wanted to add in this document. First one is file name, second one is file URL, and third one is the transcription text. Now here what we have done, by writing it in double curly braces, we have created these three variables in the template document. And you can see these three variables, these three dynamic text inside our Pabbly Connect workflow as field. File name, file URL, and transcription, the same variable. Now whatever text we want to add in place of file name, we have to enter that text over here. So we want to enter the name of the file from Google Drive. So from the drop down, select the response of the title of the file and map it over here. After file name, here in file URL, we wanted to add the URL, the link of the file. So once again from the drop down, select the response of the file URL and map it. In this way, whatever text you want to add in place of these variables, just enter those text, enter those values or map those values in the respective field. Here in place of transcription, we want to add the transcription text received from Salad API. So here using Salad APIs or Salad Transcription APIs get AI transcription by job ID. From this responses, we have received the text or the output text of the response of the transcription. Just select this response over here and map it. So in this way, whatever transcription text we are going to receive from Salad API, we are going to add the same text in the document. After mapping all the details, let's click on Save and Send Test Request. Now when we click on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see we are going to receive some response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that all of these details, all of these responses are added in this template. And using this template, a new document is generated. The name of the new document is this, and this new document is stored in this particular folder in our Google Drive. So let's check it. We will just go to this particular folder over here, which we have selected, Transcribe document. And yes, here you can see a new document is created and added into the same folder. The name of this document is same, transcription document of demo audio, the same audio file which we have uploaded in Google Drive. Here in this document, you can see we have added the name of the same file which we have uploaded. We have added the same file URL, same file link. And also you can see the transcription text which we have received from Salad API. We have added the same transcription text in this document as well. In this way, we have successfully created this automation using which here in our Google Drive, just by uploading the files into a specific folder in our Google Drive, we can automatically transcribe the file using Salad Transcription API and generate a new document from this transcription in Google Docs as well, that too automatically. Now after setting up this automation, we are going to test this automation workflow once. For that, we will just go back to our Google Drive and I'm going to upload another file over here. So let's upload the file. Let's go to new file upload, and from my system, I will be uploading a file called as real-time test. Let's open this file and upload it. So here in our Google Drive folder, you can see just now we are uploading a new file. Now as we upload this file, you can see within 10 minutes, the Pabbly Connect automation workflow will capture the same file. Now it basically takes 10 minutes of time for Pabbly Connect to get the new files in our Google Drive folder because the connection between Google Drive and Pabbly Connect is a polling based connection. And in this type of connection, Pabbly Connect will check for new files into our Google Drive folder every 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, within 10 minutes basically, it will capture the same file which we have uploaded in Google Drive. And then it will send the file for transcription to Salad API. After sending the file for transcription, it has delay of 5 minutes. So this automation workflow will wait for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, it will get or fetch the transcription text and create a new document out of this transcription. And then basically it will create the document into the same Google Drive folder which we have selected over here. So what we have to do, roughly we just have to wait for 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes, we will check whether this document with the transcription text is created in Google Drive or not. So let's wait for 15 minutes over here. Okay, so we have successfully waited for 15 minutes. Now let's check our Google Drive folder. We'll go to Google Drive, and yes, here you can see a new document is added in this Google Drive. The name of the document is transcription document of real-time test. We have the same file name which we have uploaded in our Google Drive folder. And then here in this document, you can see we have the same file name. We have the URL of the same file which we have uploaded in Google Drive. And then we have the transcription text of the same audio file as well. The same audio file is transcribed and the transcription text is added over here in the same document. This means the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. And I've just added these 3 basic details in the document, but if you want, you can basically add more details. You can just create any number of variables in the document as per your choice and add any number of details in this new document which we are creating. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same automation workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can just clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can just do it for absolutely free.
So if this video was helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with others, or if you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can always write us in the comment box below or email us at support@pabbly.com. Also, you can post your queries on our forum as well. And if you want to check the pricing of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this link. So this is it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.